Alrighty, market just opened. Let's get into it. Monday morning. Monday freaking morning. So on the high time frames, we already came through and made this high time frame sweep on Thursday. Right now, if my indicators can load up with session highs and lows, there we go. So London session, we made relative equal highs with Asian session right here, and just now are we coming up and sweeping out those highs, and this is kind of looking to me like London manipulation, New York reversal. We'll have to see how it moves off of this, but it's looking like that's going to be the case for both indexes. Because we can see this is when London session started. What are we doing during London session? We're going up to manipulate these highs right here. Boom, we're able to manipulate these highs. Now we're just looking for a reversal. Something we have to 1 trillion% take note of is the consolidation that we're in right now on the 5-minute. It's a no news Monday. There's also no news on Tuesday. There was a lot of volatility over the weekend because of the whole Trump Elon talks. Tesla stock fell like 14% in a single day. These are things that we need to take note of and understand. So again, if we can break out of this, then awesome. I'll be willing to look for shorts down to London session lows, Asian session lows. I wouldn't even mind looking for these lows either. Go ahead and see. So this is midnight open right here. We haven't revisited midnight open since Asian session. It would be interesting to see if we wanted to go back down there. On the high time frames, really the main draw that I'm looking at is this low resistance liquidity all right here, but we need the right firepower to be able to get up there. And right now it's clearly looking like we do not have that. We're just getting an instant sell-off underneath these 5-minute lows right here. These 5-minute lows are low resistance draws on liquidity right here and right here. Ideally, we see price go even lower to take out London session lows and Asian session lows, and then potentially these lows right here. But if we're getting a sell-off like this so quick, it's difficult to say if that's where we want to go for the day, especially because NASDAQ is so much farther higher up than these low resistance lows that ES is sweeping out right now. So the goal is to be patient with this, keep an eye out on this consolidation, see what price wants to do off these lows, and then see what we want to do from there. But to me, this is looking like a super obvious London session manipulation, New York reversal. So again, if we're going to reverse, we're ideally going to come down and take out these lows, regardless of if ES has taken out these low resistance lows yet or not. We had a huge sell-off right when market opened. How have you guys been? I have not been trading much at all these past really 3 weeks or 2 weeks. I took one trade last week. I made $40,000. Or sorry, no, I took 2 trades last week. I only traded on one day. Made $40,000 last week. Hopefully this week just gives us better price action for the way that I trade. Because recently it hasn't really been the best. NASDAQ is still maintaining inside of this consolidation while ES continues to go lower. We'll see if ES wants to grab these lows. If ES goes and takes out London lows while NASDAQ is maintaining that consolidation, sheesh. That'd be crazy. These are hourly lows on NASDAQ. But if we come to take out these hourly lows, then we're probably going to take out these lows because these lows together are low resistance draws on liquidity. So we'll see if NASDAQ breaks out from underneath this consolidation. It looks like we might here. Okay, a little break and retest. That was actually a beautiful break and retest. Geez, support and resistance traders are eating. Okay, so ES is about to go down and sweep out London session lows. I don't really like that too much, just because this is London session manipulation, New York reversal. And our first objective has already been hit. I'll probably just need... We'll probably need to just see... how these play out. Off these London lows. Yeah, I would like a bit of a retrace. Okay, NASDAQ just took out this first set of lows. It's definitely going to take out these. Because again, both these together are low resistance draws on liquidity. Man. Dude, will price even give us an entry today? Macro opens in 15 minutes. I want to see like a fat ass retrace. I mean, shit. There you go. There's a big reaction off of some lows. Yeah, so NASDAQ swept out these hourly lows. Technically, we're in an uptrend. And technically, the manipulation and reversal has already played out. So this could turn into another daily profile of just New York manipulation, reversal on its own, instead of London manipulation, New York reversal, because that just played out. London manipulation, New York reversal. It just depends on if this wants to go any lower. If we can hold above these lows, we'll probably want to just go up and take out these highs. NASDAQ doesn't have as good of draws on liquidity to the upside. ES has good highs lined up. We have London highs, hourly high, hourly high. This is all low resistance liquidity on the hourly time frame. Really just need to see how price starts reacting off of these lows here. Price came down and swept out these London lows, but it was like a barely even anything sweep. Why does it look like this on the 1 minute, but on the 5 minute, it's saying that it took out these lows? Am I missing something? Low 21,765. 21,765. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, we need to see ES go further underneath these London session lows. Sheesh, bro. Full-fledged sell-off right now. Price action just has not been super clean. Again, trying to trade this on the high time frame, you know, you have to play with what you got, but trying to trade within kind of a high time frame range never really ends up well. I'm so tired, guys. I've been traveling like freaking crazy. I'm I literally was just on a red eye from California to here, and yeah, I literally didn't sleep last night. So I'm on no sleep right now. This is like nighttime for me right now, but it's 9:30 a.m. and I have to go back to California for another wedding in like 2 weeks, bro. After this, I'm so done with weddings. I'm so cool off weddings, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. If any other loved ones are getting married, I just can't make it. I'm done. I have fully opted out for weddings. Weddings, I'm done. Okay, I still don't really see anything that I'm liking too much. We got above these 1 minute highs here, and we're filling in this gap now on the 5 minute. Like I said, I want yes to sweep out these London lows even more than just this, because yeah. So we're kind of leading into the macro now. It would be nice if we could get, if this is like, you know, a retrace on the higher time frames, for us to be able to find an entry to go lower. We're in this 5 minute gap now. NASDAQ hasn't gotten there, but we're above these 1 minute highs. We just poked into this 5 minute gap on NASDAQ. Now we can kind of have our eyes out to see a potential rotation back down, even lower. NASDAQ hasn't taken out London session lows. That's a problem. This could end up being an SMT off of London lows, because ES swept out London lows, but NASDAQ didn't. But by the way things are looking right now, and especially with this retrace coming pre-macro, it's kind of looking like this is going to be a manipulation leg up just for us to continue lower. And seeing how weak and small, usually when we sweep liquidity, like look, for example, this was Asian session highs. Notice that like when we sweep liquidity, it's most of the time it's not a tiny ass wick like this. Typically, it's going to have to be a bigger wick. That's just typically how it goes. It's going to have to be a bigger wick. So again, on here we can see that we move up a decent amount, because like this, some people's stop losses may still be intact. Like they want to make sure they fill those orders that are underneath here. So just that little poke, to me, isn't enough. That's just one of those things where it's like, if you know type of thing, like a market experience type of thing, where I've seen so many liquidity sweeps, and you kind of just have to understand that on something like that, that's just not qualified enough for it to be a sweep. Okay, so let's see if we inverse this bullish gap. We just inversed it. So now let's see. Okay. I'm just getting my trade locker all set up for this if a trade presents itself. So we're in this 5 minute gap. Maintain this 5-minute gap on NASDAQ. We're getting some big legs up here. Let's see if we end up making like a 1-minute SMT maybe off of these highs here. If we can make a 1-minute SMT, I'll be willing to probably go short on the S&P. And the reason why I'm choosing the S&P over NASDAQ is because S&P is the one that's just been moving way more viciously to the downside compared to NASDAQ. Like, we're all the way up here. So yes, NASDAQ would probably give us a better risk to reward. But ES has been, and ES has these London lows that I want to see it push further down. Okay, we didn't make a high here on the S&P, but we did on NASDAQ. So we're going to have to make sure that we don't get above these highs here. If we do, then, okay, so there's no longer a potential SMT off that. ES is pushing deeper into this 5-minute gap. Again, this could be an SMT off of these London session lows, but in my head, I'm thinking we gotta go lower. I like the way that candle closed on ES, and I like where we're at on NASDAQ as well. I'm not quite willing to go short just yet. Let's see where equilibrium is on this. Yes, so we didn't close underneath equilibrium here. If we can close underneath equilibrium, I'll enter with like a small amount of my position. Yeah, I'll probably do 50% of my position. If we can get a close like this would look good. NASDAQ's looking good too. Okay, so I just entered with half of my position here. I want to see it push like far enough past these lows here. And I also want to make sure that my stop is like protected enough, because we could still push a little bit deeper into this 5-minute gap. NASDAQ is still maintaining this gap, which is good. Okay. This hourly close is going to be pretty big for us, because if we can break structure on the hourly, that looks a little bit better than if we just completely wick out these lows. I don't like the way these candles are printing right now, though. equal highs on ES right here. The macro just opened. NASDAQ is up in the sky right now. NASDAQ invalidated this 5-minute gap, which I really don't like. We do have all of this 5-minute low resistance liquidity up here. Which is just something to take note of. These highs, these highs, these highs, these highs. All of this. Let's see if NASDAQ goes up and grabs those highs. It probably will, with how high up it is. While ES is still all the way down here compared to these highs. Okay, NASDAQ came up and grabbed some of these 5-minute highs here. Now we could be able to see that 1-minute SMT that we wanted. If ES breaks, it doesn't. We made a lower high here on ES, while NASDAQ, it didn't make a high. If we get a down candle on this next one, then it will be an SMT, but let's see if we can break down. NASDAQ looks like it wants those London session highs. Well, ES is still playing like pretty low. I'd be so surprised if NASDAQ doesn't want to take out these London session highs. But ES still is in this gap right now. Recently, bro, this has been annoying with price action. Like, it will make a really fucking drastic ass move. Wait, what the hell? It will make like a really drastic move, and then the rest of the day just kind of slows the fuck down. And then it's just like choppy. Like right when market opens, a drastic ass move will happen, and then the rest of the day, like price action just kind of sucks. We're starting to make decent moves down now. I'm going to stay with just 50% of my risk on the day. There's no reason for me to risk any more on something like this at all. Like literally no reason for me to risk any more. 10 a.m. candle just opened. Big candlestick. Hopefully this is just a wick and we go low. And we go low. It's looking pretty good for us right now. Big wicks up. We broke 1 hour structure to the downside too. Let's see if we can finally get the rotation out of this 5-minute gap that we've been stuck in for the past decent bit. Come on, man. Let's get this thing going now. Let's get it going. So tired, bro. Could literally take a nap after this. I wish I had time to take a nap. Got so much shit I need to do today. I'm on negative sleep. Negative sleep and trading probably doesn't end too well. Right now we're looking pretty good though. Psych. Oh, man. Sleepy.
Grill. Your boyfriend only know how to light a hookah. Tell your bitch ass boyfriend get on the fucking grill, man. I'm sitting in the pool and on the fucking grill. Your boyfriend only know how to light a hookah. Fucking bitch. Tell your bitch.
Bitch ass boyfriend. Tell that bitch ass baby boy to get on the grill. Alright, bro. I'm going to bed. Price action sucks. Oh. I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't like trading. Trading hurts. I'm tired, Grandpa. Hey, Grandpa, I'm tired. Bro, yeah, dude. Fuck this freaking price action, dude. Like, can we get some fucking movement? I'm so sick of this hokey pokey ass shit, dude. Like, bro. Like, what is this, bro? How are we supposed to trade this, bro? How are we supposed to trade that? So tired. Hard. This is how, bro, this is how the past 3 fucking weeks have been. Okay, NASDAQ swept these London highs. Now what? While ES has still been in this 5-minute gap. Bro, this is how price action has been the past, like, yeah, 3 weeks, bro. Market opens, makes a crazy fucking move, and then it's just bullshit for, like, literally the rest of the day. And then PM session moves, like, super freaking clean and super freaking smooth. And I'm stopped out. Okay, let's see how much we lost. Lost $19,000. 19K down and out for the day. I'll be interested to see how ES moves now that NASDAQ came up and took out London session highs. And while ES is still far, far, far underneath here. But yeah, dude, for me, that's it for the day. $19,000 L. Take it on the chin. I've been winning a lot recently, so not too worried about that. This loss was half of what the one winning trading day I had last week was. So we'll be back at it tomorrow. Hopefully, price can give us better price action, man. Because this is just like, it's just not conditions that I'm really able to even make sound decisions off of. And two, it's just not enjoyable being in trades when we're just doing shit like this. So, hey man, hopefully things can get better, but we'll see. That being said, appreciate y'all. See you guys tomorrow.